200 million people who watch, around 16 million call off work the next day. So far, lawmakers have not declared it a holiday. For KCHW 102.7, I'm Levon Ellis.
Welcome to 2024 Talks, where we're following our democracy in historic times.
Do you want a man for president who's seasoned through and through? A man who's old enough to know
and young enough to do.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s campaign paid $7 million for a controversial Super Bowl ad that repurposed a commercial from JFK's 1960 run and swapped their pictures. The anti-vaccine independent apologized when that provoked anger from his family and went on social media to deny approving it. Some Senate conservatives may again try to block an aid package for Ukraine, Israel, and Gaza civilians over migration policies. Kentucky Republican Rand Paul is threatening to filibuster in spite of the minority leader.
Mitch McConnell is more concerned with sending your money to Ukraine than the invasion of the southern border, and I've had enough. They can vote when hell freezes over.
Arizona independent Kyrsten Sinema criticized her GOP colleagues for letting former President Donald Trump kill the bipartisan border deal she helped negotiate.
Less than 24 hours after we released the bill, my Republican colleagues changed their minds. It turns out border security is not actually a risk to our national security. It's just a talking point for the election.
Support for the bipartisan standalone foreign aid bill looks strong enough to pass over the objections of conservatives, and even as Trump lobbies against aid to Ukraine. Trump continues to draw fire for saying he wouldn't protect NATO allies that don't have large enough defense budgets.
If we don't pay and we're attacked by Russia, will you protect us? No, I would not protect you. In fact, I would encourage them to do whatever the hell they want.
Trump has previously threatened to withdraw from NATO, and not coming to an ally's aid would violate U.S. law and treaty obligations. Many, including congressional Republicans, European allies, and the chair of the Joint Chiefs, are strongly condemning his statement. Meanwhile, Trump is appealing the decision that he's not immune from federal felony election interference charges for leading January 6th to the Supreme Court. His legal team wants to delay his many potential trials until after the election. And in the complicated dance between the courts and the calendar, how quickly the SCOTUS acts may prove key. Democrats on House Education are pushing a $1 billion White House request for additional women, infants, and children nutrition funding in the agriculture bill before that legislation's March 1st deadline. They say it's crucial post-pandemic. During that crisis, Virginia Congressman Bobby Scott described how important the program is.
WIC programs help over 7 million mothers and young children access nutritional counseling, breastfeeding resources, and immunization assessments and screenings. Challenges threaten to disrupt daily nutrition assistance for so many Americans.
I'm Farah Siddiqui for Pacifica Network and Public News Service. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
Good morning. It's KCHW 102.7 getting started on a Tuesday with my wonderful sister Val live from Deer Park.
Good morning.
You got a frog in your throat.
I do. I noticed I did that last week too. I was like, raspy. Sounds like I have a smoker's voice.
But you don't, right?
But I do not, no.
Okay.
I got enough problems without adding smoking to it.
All right. That's good news. It's good news. Oh, man, listening to the news, apparently over the weekend, politicians still horrible. Horrible people.
Horrible people.
I thought they were supposed to be the best of us, not the worst of us.
Yeah, I think it's been a long time since they were the best of us.
Oh, that's so sad. So sad.
It is.
All right, hoping you're having a great start to your morning today. It is 102.7 FM. Thanks for being here. We should be streaming on YouTube, Twitch, our website, and Facebook as well. And thanks for tuning in on the radio, too, this morning. We don't give you enough credit for that. Quick look at our weather forecast for today. We have a dense fog advisory. That means it's not very smart, and it won't get out of the way.
And it thinks it knows more than it actually does.
Yes. All right, some clouds this morning will give way to generally sunny skies for the afternoon.
Yay.
That's right, I said it here. Tonight down to 25, partly cloudy. That brings a few snow flurries or snow showers possible as it cools off. Anything you get should melt away tomorrow. 38 for a high, mostly sunny again. Wow, you guys, take it in. All right.
Well, you can.
Yeah, 29 for an overnight low. Thursday right now, cloudy, 35 and 23, 25% chance of snow. Friday, 43 and 26, mostly sunny again. Saturday, 44 and 33, mostly cloudy. Sunday right now, rain, snow mix, 50% with a high of 41. And all the way to next Monday, mostly cloudy and 46. Looking ahead another week, temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. Maybe in early spring.
Maybe. I did hear something, though. They were saying, one of our local news forecasters said that this La Nina that we've had that have produced these warmer temperatures and stuff, and for this time of year, by summer, it should give us a cooler than normal summer and a wetter than normal summer, which would be really, really nice.
Especially since you don't have the snowpack you need, right?
Exactly. So if that holds true, that would be really nice. I'm ready for a summer where we don't spend, days over 100 degrees. So.
All right. I was worried about our broadcast this morning. Everything was blinking red at me, but as soon as I closed the weather page, everything went to green. So.
Oh, wow.
Apparently too many resources there.
Oh, Ken's joined us this morning, and he said he's calling it Ken fog. I mean, I guess that's a synonym for dense.
Wow.
He's roasting himself this morning, though, so that's good.
That's a great way to start. All right. And let's send out some wishes to his significant other, Pam, to feel better since she hurt her leg, right?
She busted her, ankle-ish, and those bones right above the ankle. So she's in a boot for a while, and I'm surprised she hasn't given Ken the boot.
Sooner or later she will, I'm sure. Once the foot feels a little better.
Yeah.
All right, kids this morning, they're getting French toast, an egg patty, fresh fruit juice, and their choice of milk. And then for lunch today, it's Tuesday, cheese zombies, tomato soup, fresh veggies. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Sorry, it's the 13th.
Oh, no.
Spaghetti, breadsticks, string cheese, salad, fresh veggies, fresh fruit. I thought that sounded strangely like last week, but today it's spaghetti for lunch. There you go. All right, just a day away from Valentine's Day, and I've got some goodies all lined up for Valentine's Day. But first, let's do a few news headlines. I want to take a look at the community calendar. Going on today, Chewelah Library Storytime, 10:30 to 11:30. Do you show up for that, Val?
No, I usually don't make the trek up to Chewelah for story time.
All right.
If it was wine time, I might consider.
Okay. Tomorrow afternoon between 3 and 4, if you have the same problem as Ken and maybe some tech problems, you can take your laptop, your phone, your tablet, whatever you have, to the Chewelah Library, and they will offer you some tech help on running it. That's from 3 to 4 on Wednesdays. Also Wednesday, Rusty Putter Valentine Dinner. Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. What a great ambiance too there. I'll go ahead and say that. Let's see. It says 2 more. I'm just waiting for it to open. Let's see. I can't talk about that one. Okay. I just wanted to be sure I was covering everything. Okay. All right. Then on the weekend, it is the Chihuahua Arts Guild and their annual community art show. Taking place at the Chihuahua Center for the Arts. They used to have it, at the old high school gym there at the Civic Center. So that's kind of cool. It'll be at the Center for the Arts, February 16th and 17th, 1 to 5. And then Sunday, 12 to 3. Always a great time. Lots of arts and crafts that you can pick up for your home. I don't know if they're still taking registrants, Val, but did you know that was coming up?
I did not. I've been really bad about following the Chihuahua Arts Guild stuff lately, and so I guess I'm Chihuahua Creative District is the one that I'm a part of, and get emails from, and I just have had my head buried in the sand lately, so I kind of missed out on that one.
You're missing out. Yeah, you could check if you want. It might not be too late to be a vendor. Let's see. A few news headlines from this morning. It's Mardi Gras.
Yes.
Okay, you can celebrate by eating pancakes for breakfast. That's what I guess it's a thing.
That was a king's cake you were supposed to eat.
A big snowstorm expected to sweep across the northeast today. Heaviest snow is expected to fall during morning rush hour with strong winds across the region. It says New York could get their biggest snowfall in 2 years, but they're only expecting a foot.
Oh, wow.
All right. If you're a fan of Jon Stewart, his return temporarily to The Daily Show. On
Mondays only is what I heard. Yeah.
He was in the driver's seat for 9 years.
Yeah, that's a good one. And I was thinking, because I think it's available like the next day on Paramount Plus, I think is what I heard. And so I thought about catching it then and watching some of those, because he's a good dude. He is a good dude, and he's a funny dude.
He should run for president. I think he could win.
Yes, everything he's done for wounded warriors, and trying to bring light to the way that our veterans are treated has been incredible. So he's a good dude.
I guess maybe too smart is why people like him don't run for president.
Yeah.
When I look at it this year, and it's been the same thing the past two presidential elections. I'm just like, is there no one else? Is there no one else? Please, anybody.
It's getting to the point where I'm like, because I am a pretty staunch, I lean pretty staunchly to the left, but I'm to the point where it's like, if Nikki Haley could get into, as a viable choice, I think I would go with her. Just because you're not dealing with the, octogenarians, is that how you say it, when they're in their 80s, I'm okay with a lot of her policies. So
if Trump ends up in jail, I think she's got a good chance, and I think the Republican Party, if they want to win, should go with her anyways.
I definitely, and I think, if you honestly look at it, at least in my opinion, if she ran against Biden, there is no doubt she would win the election in my belief, just because people are looking for somebody that's not radical and is younger. So I really think that the Republicans would have a way better chance taking the presidential office if she was the candidate on their side. So
I think so, and let's get in a little further to that. This morning I had a couple. Could you imagine being Joe Biden? Don't stumble, don't do anything, because everybody's watching. And I wonder when he does take a little step, because could you imagine every time you tripped in your house or dropped something that people immediately looked at and went, "What's wrong with Val?"
Well, they asked that anyway, but
I don't think Val's capable of cooking us dinner. She stumbled.
Yeah.
She fell yesterday. She's got a bad knee.
Right. Just listen to me on the radio. I stumble and search for words all the time. I mean, if you were looking for mental competency, it might be right there. You go, no, don't think so.
If our two presidential candidates were dogs, we'd put them down. So he bumped his head on Marine One as the debate continues over his mental fitness, and of course they got a picture of him hitting his head. It's not the first time he's hit his head.
Well, we hit our. I mean, probably not the first time I've hit my head recently.
Yeah.
They bonk our heads.
Yeah, it happened moments after he said that his memory was just fine. Thunk. What'd you ask me? My memory was just fine.
Was just fine.
Was just fine. All right. And then to go along with that, he got lost on stage again.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Let's see. King Jordan's Abdullah II giving a speech. Biden wandering around backstage confused. Behind him, behind the podium. Yeah. Like, there's been a couple times now where he can't find his way off the deck.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
It's not good.
And I've always felt that he really cared about his country. But I feel like if you really cared that much, maybe you should step aside and let somebody else run.
I thought it was going to happen with Gavin Newsom. But both of the candidates are really old, and there's a long time till election. They should definitely have backup plans. That's all I'm saying.
They should. Yeah. And we just seen the things that Trump has said this week too about basically saying if you don't pay your debt, that do whatever the heck you want to them if somebody doesn't pay their debt. And I'm thinking, hasn't he just opened himself up? Because how many times has he defaulted on loans?
Yeah.
And all of that.
See, you owe a bill to Carol. Jean Carroll for $100 million.
Yeah.
To this week, you should be hit with probably about another $300 to $400 million for his fraud trial. So now we're up to $500 million. There are 11 members of Congress suing him for the Capitol attacks in Washington, D.C., and 3 police officers who were injured.
Wow.
So all those people are, I think it's a total of 11. So counting those 3 officers and the people in Congress and the Senate that are suing him. So if you take those 11 and they just hit Giuliani with $150 million for harassing those Georgia election workers, for defaming them. So let's just say let's lowball it. Let's say they award each of them $1 million or let's say $100 million because the numbers have been so big. So 11 of them, that's $1.1 billion. And then add this other $500 million that he's by the end of the week he should have. So now he's up to $1.6 billion. He ain't gonna be able to pay that.
No.
And in order to appeal, you have to put the money in the bank. Who's going to give him a loan like for this one in New York? Who's going to give him a $300 million loan to cover his judgment while he appeals?
Well, especially because he's been notorious for defaulting.
Yeah. I wish I could get his kind of loans and it'd be nice.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just based on your name.
And if he puts up one of his Trump Towers as collateral, do you really want that if he defaults? So yeah, it was interesting to me. We were talking about that, Brad and I, just the hypocrisy that you see over and over again in our politicians in general. But for him to say it's okay to go after somebody if they default on their payments when he is so far behind that it just makes you scratch your head. So
yeah, you might be following somebody that's lost in that dense fog.
Yeah. So I really wish that I want to see a viable alternative to either one of them. So
time's running out.
Yeah, and I think you see that so much in the polls when people say, they poll Democrats, and even Democrats are going, I wish he would. I wish, I wish I had an alternative besides Biden. And again, we were watching something the other day, and just to see him from interviews they were doing right before the election to interviews they're doing now in those 3 years, just to see the physical decline since then. And so, yeah, but I mean,
It's tough because
both.
people on the left will vote for Biden even though they don't want to because of his age.
Right.
A lot of them have said that. And nothing against the man; he's done a great job. But time to go. People will vote for him just because they don't want another term or 4 more years of the baggage. I mean, if Trump wins, we'll need a bigger White House just so he can bring all of his baggage with him. And boxes of papers and lawsuits and all that stuff. They're going to need more rooms. But there's a whole pile that comes with that. And it's like I said, I think he missed the boat since the beginning. If he would have changed his ways and been a nice guy, which obviously isn't possible, I think he could have won over a lot more people and would not be going through what he's done now. But, it's that old thing, you catch more bees with sugar or honey, right?
Yeah.
All right.
More flies with honey. Yeah.
Speaking of that, or do you have something you want to add before I move on?
No, it is, it's very interesting. And the next 10 months now we're looking at, less than 10 months, are going to be even more interesting. And yeah, so.
I'm taking the next 10 months off, popping some popcorn and just watching the show.
I feel like it's kind of the Hunger Games. May the odds be forever in our favor.
A new study found people who lowered their salt intake and used salt substitutes in flavorful foods like mushrooms and lemons instead significantly reduced their risk of high blood pressure over 2 years. So something you can do just by adjusting your diet. And the UN report out saying 44% of migratory species worldwide, this includes whales, sea turtles, and birds, declining in population. The attribution to this is habitat loss, illegal hunting, fishing, and climate change. All right. And then the last one. After their loss to the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday, some San Francisco 49er players said they misunderstood the new playoff overtime rules, which have been in place since 2022. You think you would have had a class on that.
Too many blows to the head, I think. Even with helmets on.
The 49ers said, yeah, it's already been decided. Chiefs are going to win, so we don't need to worry about overtime. Because of Taylor Swift. It's all her fault.
It's all a conspiracy.
In the good news department, Oregon officials confirm a case of a human bubonic plague that came from a pet cat.
Ooh, from a cat?
Yeah, I thought this went away in the dark ages. I didn't realize it was still a thing.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, from fleas. So you can get bubonic plague from animals who get bit by fleas. So don't, think, oh my gosh, cats are giving out bubonic plague. But the cat did have it and spread to him. It can be really dangerous, but they think they caught this one on time. But, of course, they're quarantining him and anybody that's been to his house and all that kind of stuff because the cat, obviously, the fleas that were biting it had bubonic plague, gave it to the cat, gave it to him. I guess you get it from the flea bite. So they're blaming the cat, but actually, it's the fleas.
It's the fleas. Don't blame the cat.
That's right.
The cat was just the carrier.
That's right. All right. Rod Stewart, the Do You Think I'm Sexy singer, 72. Sat down with the Times for a new interview in which he was asked what current musicians he believes are creating songs that will stand the test of time. He said, I like What's His Name. He said he's British, really talented. His songs will be around forever. And the Times reporter, he said, you mean Ed Sheeran? And he started laughing. He said, no. I don't know any of his songs. He said, called him an old ginger and said, Jesus. No, I'm talking about George Ezra.
Oh, boy.
Ouch.
Ouch.
All right, Montana Department of Transportation named a new snowplow. They got a new one. They make a big deal out of this every time they did. Here are the names, Val. You ready?
I'm ready.
Coming in at number 10, Sir Plows-a-Lot. At number 9, Taylor Drift.
Oh.
My personal favorite's number 8, Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, that's a good one.
Especially if it's a Mack truck. Scoop, there it is.
People are really inventive, aren't they?
Bladder Tot Hot Dish. There's some kind of current thing that I don't get there. I think it has to do with somebody's name.
Okay.
All right, but it's Bladder Tot Hot Dish. A Han Snowlo. Ooh, this one's good. Better Call Salt. Cleopathra.
Oh.
Yeah. And, she's went down in popularity. I'm surprised they use this. But how about Blizzo?
Oh.
And the one that won with 15,000 votes, You're a Blizzard, Harry.
That one won?
Yeah. I think it's from a movie, too. Is that from Home Alone? I'm not sure. All right. Somebody will correct us on Facebook because they usually do. Thank you.
It's probably from Home Alone. But I can't believe that one won.
Yeah.
Unless we're just missing something big.
We're missing something big.
There was so many better ones.
Yeah. I kind of like Taylor Drift.
Yeah. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Sort of. All right. Let's move along this morning to what we like to call Bits and Breaks. Val's going to kick it off this morning with our first joke.
All right. And then boss asked one of his employees, "Do you believe in life after death?" And the employee says, "Yes, sir." And the boss went on to say, "Well, then that makes everything just fine. After you left early yesterday to go to your grandmother's funeral, she stopped by to see you."
Who would do that? Because that's like putting a curse on your grandma.
I always think that too. You don't want to put that out there. You don't want to put that out to the universe.
No, it's bad juju. Hey, Val, Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Don't forget to buy your sweetheart a box of Sorry I Didn't Try Hard Enough candy. Oh, that's what you're getting. Sorry.
That's what I'm getting. No, I'm good. I'm good with that. We had that conversation last week. I don't need anything.
Are you guys doing anything for Valentine's?
Well, we actually talked about, for the last couple Wednesdays, we've gone into the Eagles for supper because they've got a great supper on Wednesdays. And so we were just like, hey, we should go to the Eagles for supper again. And we didn't even think about it being Valentine's Day. It's just our Wednesday deal now.
Could be too busy, though.
It could be a little bit busy, I suppose. Yeah. Oh well.
All right. You've got a tip for the guys?
Yeah. A little tip for you. If your wife says she wants a candlelit dinner and you're out of candles, it's not the same if you use road flares.
Aww.
Settling torch, any of that is not okay.
And as we learned last week, it's okay to leave a trail of rose petals that lead to the kitchen sink where she has dirty dishes waiting.
Only if you want to die.
All right, and if you do something dumb like that, perfect Valentine's present for a guy to give is a calendar with an apology for every day of the year.
Somebody sent me a joke this morning, and it said it was a cartoon, and it shows these two guys sitting together eating, and the one guy says to the other, my wife's intuition is so strong that she knows I'm going to say something wrong before I even say anything.
All right. Perfect for Valentine's Day is a breakup. High increase in people before Christmas and Valentine's Day that break up so they don't have to buy gifts. It's a thing. All right. So if you just got broken up with, tomorrow's Valentine's Day, any songs that creeped your head that would be a good song to listen to?
Are the worst song after a breakup or the best song after?
Yeah. The worst good song to listen to.
Oh, let's see. I'm trying to think of it like one of the wedding songs that you hear people play for their wedding all the time. So if it was a song you had played for your wedding.
My heart will go on. Not so
Yeah,
much.
something like that. Oh,
All right. How about End of the Road by Boys to Men?
oh, yeah.
Okay. Patsy Cline, I Fall to Pieces. Miley Cyrus, Wrecking Ball.
Oh, that would be a good one.
My personal favorite go-to song, because I've had a lot of breakups, Crying by Roy Orbison. For the lovelorn, Nothing Compares to You.
Oh,
Or I Can't Make You Love Me by Bonnie Raitt.
oh, that would be yeah, that would break your heart. You'd probably be sobbing in your pillow if you heard that right after a breakup.
Piece of My Heart from the Holding Company, 1968. I like Sammy Hagar's version better, though.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else I can find here. Oh, if you've heard your friend broke up, call him on the phone and play Marvin Gaye. I heard it through the grapevine.
That's a good one.
If you make the mistake of playing Roxette, It Must Have Been Love, be sure and say nope at the end of each line.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, there's one. I Miss You, I'm Sorry by Gracie Adams. Too late. If you're okay with it, Fleetwood Mac, Go Your Own Way. Or Kelly Clarkson, Since You've Been Gone.
I'm liking that one. Since you've been gone, I can breathe for the first time.
Yes. Or if you're really happy about it, NSYNC's Bye Bye Bye. Happier by Ed Sheeran. There's a whole bunch of songs that can make you feel better.
Oh, yeah.
And then top it all off with a little Jay Giles Band and Love Stinks, baby.
That's right.
Yeah. Any others come to your mind after all that, or did I do really well covering it?
That was pretty good. I'm trying to think of what's. Oh, I was just thinking of Tina Turner. What's Love Got to Do with It?
Oh, there you go. Soft Cell, Tainted Love.
Oh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There's what's that song we play on the radio? Dermot Kennedy. And it's Once Upon a Time. That's a real good heartbreak song. All right. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen. Yeah?
Hopefully not.
If you're thinking about staying with someone, but you're not sure, you can always listen to the Etta James song, I'd Rather Go Blind.
I'm sure you could, just about any country song that you turned on would work as well.
Also for the undecided, You Too, With or Without You, Can't Decide.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the, and you'd have to be a country music, enthusiast or whatever. There's a song by Chris Stapleton that I always thought was the saddest song I'd ever heard, because the line is, you can go or you can stay, I won't love you either way.
Oh,
and it was
horrible.
Just because it was just that complete apathy of I'm so done. And so, but yeah, I always thought that was the saddest song. I won't love you either way.
Oh.
So, yeah.
There's the song by Dermot Kennedy. Listen to these lyrics. Oh, you love me more than anyone. Yeah, we were up so high. We were lost when we were young, but you were mine. Once upon a time, you were by my side. I wish I could have known that I should hold on tight to every single word, to every summer night. I wish I could have known that forever was a lie. All right, let's move on this morning. Valentine's Day and pets with Val.
All right. 23% of single women would rather spend Valentine's Day with their pet than their romantic partner. Only 7% of single men say the same.
That's sad.
They don't love their cats like we do.
No.
49% of Americans treat their pets on Valentine's Day. I had no plans to do that. Now I'm feeling like a really horrible pet owner.
You should. People are going to look at you funny when you show up at the Eagles with 2 cats, though.
And the last one here is 12% of Americans include their pet in their Valentine's Day activities. Again, cats to eagles.
And just a reminder, don't give chocolate to dogs. Thank you.
That's right.
Don't involve them that much. All right, worst Valentine gifts that I've given.
Oh, okay.
Gym membership.
And you're still alive?
Yeah, it says, I thought about you, and I'm thinking you need to tone up. Gift cards. Hey.
She might re-gift that right back to you. Sorry.
Probably. Gift cards. Say you're busy with a gift card.
Say you feel obligated to give a gift, but you know your significant other so not at all that you give them a gift card.
That's right. So dinner at Texas Roadhouse or Red Lobster or any other overcrowded, loud restaurant.
Better than Taco Bell.
Where they'll hand you a beeper and make you wait. How about, if your restaurant's that busy that you got a line of people with beepers, maybe you should open a second one?
There you go.
All right. Stuffed animals because they're childlike and there's no effort required.
Yeah.
I don't know, though, but like if you have a little bear with a heart holding something, maybe a ring on its finger or something like that, that could be cool.
Well, if there was a ring or something or a piece of jewelry wrapped around its neck.
All right. Cheap jewelry, even if that's all you can afford. I added the last half of that sentence. On the list, it just says cheap jewelry.
Yeah.
All right. Grocery store flowers.
Yeah.
All right. They're usually about 12 hours away from wilting.
That may be as long as your love lasts.
Yeah. Nothing says love like limp flowers. Okay. That nothing at all. Even if she says she doesn't want anything, she does. Is that true, Val?
Not for me.
All right.
Honestly, it's not. Yeah, I just if I don't know, it's like if a person isn't showing you love every single day, how does one day a year gonna somehow fix all that? Yeah, I don't know. I would just rather do something that you both enjoy, and it doesn't have to be on Valentine's Day. Make a special day for yourselves, but don't tie it into this huge pressure of Valentine's Day, where you have to get each other something. You have to do this. No, it shouldn't be a have to.
I was in a relationship where if you didn't go off the rails with the cleverest idea on the planet, you were going to be in trouble.
Oh, really?
So, I mean, that's like setting yourself up to failure. And if you're one of those ladies, I suggest you do this today before Valentine's.
Go ahead and run. Run home and cry to mama.
just saying. Might work
just
out
saying.
Better. Just saying.
Yeah.
If you're going to set expectations up really high, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah, and I feel like it's the same like if you expect your spouse to remember your anniversary or expect, things like that. Hopefully they remember your birthday, but I mean to put pressure on them to remember a certain day. And Brad and I have always just talked about it in advance. Hey, our anniversary is next week. What do you want to do? Along those lines, instead of I'm going to wait and see if he remembers.
Oh, yeah.
Because I just think that's not being nice.
That's asking for it.
That's right. You're setting yourself up or him up for failure, and it's not nice.
All right.
Don't do that to someone you love.
Well, let's go back and forth on the next one. It's things you didn't know about Valentine's Day.
Okay, speaking of Valentine's, I'm going to give a shout out to one of my Valentines this year. No, it's our good friend Jeff McMahon is listening this morning. Good morning, Jeff.
All right. Have I met Jeff?
I'm trying to think if you've met Jeff. I don't think so. We met Ken and Pam through Jeff, and so it's just a great group of people. And I'm just thankful that we've all gotten to know each other a lot better in the last couple of years. So thanks for listening, Jeff. Carrie listens quite a bit.
So Jeff's the one that brought Ken into the fold.
He is.
Good job, Jeff.
Yeah.
Do you know what torture that's been, Jeff? I'd like to introduce you to my friend Ken. Just kidding. We love him.
I hope Ken's still listening this morning. He hasn't commented much, lately. So
He's having his Mardi Gras pancakes.
There you go. I didn't want him to miss all of this making fun at his expense.
Well, he can always go back and watch it once he hears about it, and that's a great thing. All right. Last one.
Well, if you learned anything today, it won't be the truth.
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
All right, Val, our
right.
first thing we didn't know about Valentine's Day.
All right. It is not a Hallmark holiday, actually, though it's often claimed to be made up by the popular greeting card company. Hallmark didn't produce its first Valentine's Day card until 1913. This is literally centuries after the first declaration of the official holiday in 1537.
Okay. Because I've heard that comment several times already this year.
Yes, and I've probably made it myself. But yeah. Okay. And it must have been some saint or something, right?
I like the next one. It starts off with, in your dreams. So, in your dreams, ladies in medieval times who were looking for a suitor come Valentine's Day had an interesting tradition. So they could dream of their future spouses. Women would spend the evening eating bizarre foods in hope of seeing the one they were meant for in their dreams. Today, we call it pizza.
That's true.
Can you make the next one, or you want me to do it?
No, I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Heart-shaped box. John Cadbury, a coffee and tea owner in Birmingham, England, discovered the profitability behind chocolate manufacturing in 1822. I think we all know Cadbury eggs, at least.
Mm-hmm.
In 1822, his son Richard packaged Cadbury chocolates, known really for their Easter cream eggs, in the world's first heart-shaped box.
Wow. Wow. So we have him to thank for that.
Yeah, and I guess I can't picture Cadbury chocolates in heart shapes. All I think of is Easter stuff. So really interesting.
Lovesick cure. We knew the chocolate was pretty powerful, but we had no idea how much doctors believed in it. Physicians in the 1800s used to prescribe patients a dose of chocolate to cure the pangs of lost love. And today we know it's great for depression.
Yeah.
I have a whole cupboard that's just chocolate. I call them my breakup chocolates.
And they never go old.
No, and I've got like half boxes too. Lots of them. When I get a new girlfriend, I just take the half boxes of chocolates and put them together and make a new one.
Happy Valentine's Day, dear.
These are my old girlfriend's chocolates.
Here's another one you didn't know. The oldest Valentine. When he was arrested in the Tower of London in 1415, the Duke of New Orleans did not let that stop him from writing to his love. It is believed that his love poem he sent his wife is the first recorded knowledge of a Valentine.
Yeah, first example of jailhouse love.
Ka-bump-bump.
Your heart on your sleeve. Legend has it that saying you're wearing your heart on your sleeve began with Valentine's Day tradition. In the Middle Ages, young men and women would pull out paper hearts from a bowl with a name on it and claim that person as their Valentine. You are mine. The person's name they chose would be pinned to their sleeve for a week. It doesn't sound like the person that is on the slip of paper gets any choice in the matter, though.
Exactly. Nor do you. It's like, do I really need to wear this person's heart on my sleeve?
Oh, ugh.
Ugh.
All
right. Cupid's history. All right. As the son of winged messengers of the gods Mercury and the goddess of love Venus, Cupid was destined to be a flying romantic. While he is often depicted as an arrow-wielding cherub, you can sometimes find Cupid in battle armor to both suggest the ironic parallels between warfare and romance, or to symbolize the invincibility of love.
Why so many times is it a baby with an arrow?
Yeah, I don't know why he's pictured like that. Because I guess if somebody's shooting an arrow at you, you'd rather be a baby than a warrior.
I don't know. It grosses me out. It means I'm going to fall in love and get her pregnant?
No. Well, I want to know how Saint Valentine came into it, though, because that would be the contribution of the Catholic Church, I would think. So, how did Saint Valentine become associated with the holiday as well? I'd have to look at that. I guess
They just did it because they like to have their fingers in everything. No one's safe today, apparently, if I open my mouth.
No, you're an equal opportunity
attacker.
Yeah.
Equal opportunity radio attacker. All right, here comes Val with signs why I am single. Well, thank you.
I'm just here to help.
Okay.
The only text you received in the last week is from Verizon telling you that your bill is due.
It's true. Not one text of love.
Another sign you're single, your phone and TV remote have their own side of the bed.
They do. I'm like in the middle, and they're all on one side and the cat's on the other.
How about this one? You know you're single if you've finished Netflix.
All of it.
Every single show.
Even the reality ones.
You know you're single if it takes 2 weeks for your dishwasher to be full.
Before my kiddo moved in, I was doing the thing where it's like I had the perfect amount. I had 4 knives, 4 spoons, 4 big spoons, 4 forks, 4 glasses, 4 cups, besides my big Bubba cup for coffee, 4 plates, 4 saucers, and when everything was dirty, so if the sink could get piled up, everything fit perfectly in the washer. But it's all messed up now. But I really like that. I could, and if I was gonna have more than 4 guests, which won't happen in Maine, I don't know that many people.
You know you're single.
Chances are I only know one person besides family. So the chances of me actually needing all 4 plates and silverware at the same time, not gonna happen. Okay.
If it does, you can just say, I'll finish up my plate and then we'll wash it and then you can eat.
Yeah. So for the single guys, it is possible to figure out how to have the perfectly full dishwasher, not waste any water, not have any extra, where you couldn't get something in the dishwasher. You just have enough to fill it, and you don't wash until everything's dirty.
Okay.
Even if you got to reuse a cup and a plate. It's a guy thing.
That milk at the bottom, don't worry about that. It's dried on stuff. Here's a sign that you might be single. You have a mullet.
Oh, yeah, it's back there. See it? Yeah.
You'll have to read Ken's comment about how you know you're single, and we can't read it on the air. But
I have a box of things for dating that's never been opened. Thank you, Ken.
Thank you, Ken. And he says bye till next time. He had to leave one zinger before he left.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jeff.
Here's a sign you're single. Your cat is the only one that has access to all your passwords.
They're actually tattooed on her belly.
Here's one. You're fluent in Klingon.
I actually am. I have that on a dating app as my second language, but nobody seems to think it's funny.
Did I miss a reference? Yeah. Well, then they're not your person. If they have never watched Star Trek, they're not your person.
Yeah. Would you like to come over for some gack and some Romulan ale? Just saying.
Just saying.
Free tomorrow night.
This one is really gonna.
It's true.
Really gonna get the people watching this morning. The last time you dressed up was for a Zoom meeting, and even then, it was just the top half.
It's so true.
Don't stand up. Don't stand up.
You wouldn't believe sometimes that I've got a nice shirt on, or like today I got a T-shirt with the leather vest, but usually from the bottom down, you don't want to know. You really don't want to know.
Really don't want to know.
Yes.
Rugged, manly men in the full bloom of their manhood.
All right, there you go. Thanks so much for throwing me under the bus, Sister Val.
You're so welcome. Hey, it's been a good day.
I've had fun just here in the first half making fun of you.
Yes.
All right, we're going to go ahead and go to break. When we come back, I don't have local birthdays. What a bummer. All right, we'll have to make Chuck catch up those tomorrow. We'll take a look at history, celebrity birthdays. We might even do some trivia since we didn't get to it in this section. And we always wrap things up with the news attack and, of course, the odd news. Stick around. It's KCHW 102.7. We are Northern Lights Public Radio.
It's 8:16.
Your KCHW Morning Show, made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
And by Chewelah Flooring.
Chewelah Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chewelah Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at ChewelahFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at ChewelahFlooring@gmail.com.
Chewelah Motel and RV Park. Chewelah Motel and RV Park, located at 301 South Park Street in Chewelah, offers 14 single or double rooms, each with a refrigerator and microwave, in-room coffee station, Wi-Fi, cable, and 58-inch screen television. 2 Airbnb options are available, both with full kitchens, coffee, and a 65-inch smart TV. They also feature 26 full hookup RV spots with 30-amp service. For reservations, they can be reached at 509-935-4763 or ChewelahMotelandRVPark.com. Chewelah Motel and RV Park, 301 South Park Street in Chewelah.
This is KCHW 102.7.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Julia Chapman. The European Union is reportedly planning new sanctions on Chinese and other Asian companies for supplying goods to Russia. The move would restrict firms from doing business with the companies that are allegedly helping Russia procure European goods with military applications. Ishan Gerg has more from Brussels.
This could be the first time since the start of the full-scale Russian invasion of Ukraine the EU imposes sanctions on companies in mainland China. Reports say the 27-nation bloc is set to target companies that may be supplying dual-use goods to Russia, helping the nation in its war on Ukraine. This applies to companies dealing in electronic components and other items that can potentially be used in missiles and other defense systems. The proposed plan reportedly includes half a dozen companies in China, one in India, and few other countries such as Sri Lanka and Kazakhstan. The new sanctions may come as part of a new package the EU is planning ahead of the second anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Ishan Gerg, Brussels.
Donald Trump has asked the Supreme Court to intervene in a lower court ruling denying him immunity in his election interference case. The move could delay proceedings against the former president on charges he plotted to overturn the 2020 election results. Ira Spitzer reports.
Two lower courts have already rejected Donald Trump's assertion that he is immune from prosecution for actions undertaken while he was president. Trump's lawyers argue that the case be put on hold to allow the former president to appeal, and that going ahead with the trial now would radically disrupt the upcoming presidential election. If the Supreme Court grants the request, it could push the trial past the November 5th election, which looks likely to be a rematch between Trump and President Biden.
India's capital has turned into a fortress as thousands of farmers march towards New Delhi to demand assured prices for their crops. Police in the city have sealed the borders in order to stop protesting farmers from entering. Priyanka Brajabasi reports.
Delhi's borders with neighboring states have been blocked to ensure that protesting farmers cannot enter the capital after 2 rounds of talks between farm union leaders and the government ended in a stalemate. After a gap of more than 2 years, protesting farmers have once again hit the streets, saying that their key demands of assured floor prices, also known as minimum support price or MSP for their crops, still haven't been met by the government. In 2020, farmers had camped at Delhi borders protesting against controversial agricultural reforms for a year, ended when the government agreed to repeal the laws. Farmers are a crucial voting bloc in India, and experts say Modi's government would try not to alienate them ahead of the upcoming polls. Priyanka Brajbasi in New Delhi.
From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN.
With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks, looking today at the possibility that restrictions in global trade could spark a new Cold War. That's the warning issued by a top official at the International Monetary Fund who points to friend-shoring, the process by which nation-states are doing more trade with countries in their own backyard rather than encouraging globalized free trade. Last week, for instance, we learnt that the US is now buying more from Mexico than it is from China. And that's the kind of thing that worries Geeta Gopinath, the IMF's Deputy Managing Director.
What we are seeing is a rise in trade restrictions around the world, just like we did during the Cold War. Countries trading more with partners that are within their own bloc. We're also seeing that in terms of foreign direct investment flows between, for instance, the US and China. China is no longer an important destination for US foreign direct investment. If you look at announced FDI projects, they're going more to India, to Mexico, to the UAE. I think it's important to recognize that fragmentation, which we've often been referred to as a risk, is increasingly a reality.
She spoke there in a discussion hosted by Foreign Policy magazine, saying there were 3,000 global trade restricting measures last year, 3 times the number in 2019. She says that is a worrying trend. With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks.
To recap the top stories, the European Union is reportedly planning new sanctions on Chinese and other Asian companies for supplying goods to Russia. Donald Trump has asked the Supreme Court to intervene in a lower court ruling denying him immunity in his election interference case. And the Indian capital has turned into a fortress as thousands of farmers march towards New Delhi to demand better crop prices. That's the latest feature story news. Julia Chapman reporting.
And we're back. It's KCHW 102.7. And let's see here. I got everything unmuted. I do. We are rolling part 2. Thanks for being with us, staying with us through the break. You've got Scott this morning, my sister Val.
Good morning again.
All right. You ready for part 2? I could hear you coughing and choking in the background. You feeling okay? Did you catch something?
No, I'm healthy. I don't know. I think it's this time of year. Which is strange. I seem to have more allergies this time of year, and I just think maybe it's just being in the house so much or something. I don't know, but yeah, I'm coughing and croaking and stuff like that.
Well, we hope you feel better. Let's get the second one going here and challenge my sister with a few trivia questions.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
All right, trivia for today. You up for it, Val? I hope.
I hope.
Okay. All right, first trivia question under fun and games. 11% of women absolutely refuse to wear these, even if it means missing out on the fun. All right, this is a sport.
They refused, I don't know, would they refuse to wear a helmet? I'm just thinking.
You're on the right path. It is not headgear, though.
I'm gonna say like knee pads or elbow pads or something like that.
No, it'd be more of a fashion statement or a fashion faux pas if they wore these.
They refuse to wear these, even if they can't join in the fun. Oh. I'm just trying to think of what. I don't know. It would be a fashion faux pas if they did. Oh gosh, I'm just drawing a blank.
It involves pins.
Pins?
Yeah, something to do with bowling.
Bowling shoes?
Bowling shoes.
Oh, goodness.
I had to lead you all the way to it.
You did.
You get it now, though, don't you?
I do. Yes, I can see that.
All right. This cleans warm.
Which is silly to me. I mean, really? You're at a bowling alley.
Everybody else is wearing bowling shoes.
I mean, you have a, serious vanity, high maintenance vibe going on right there.
You're way too uptight, right?
Exactly.
All right. This one has come up, I don't know, a couple times this year already, so I know it really well. You might have heard it before, too. This cleans, warms, and humidifies over 500 cubic feet of air every day, and it's been around as long as humans.
And it's your lungs, wasn't it?
No, but you're close.
Oh.
It's connected to them.
Was it your nose or something?
It is your nose. Your nose.
Yeah. Okay. I could remember it, sort of, you can tell.
Well, why don't we have, filters that are made with little hairs like our nose to catch stuff?
Yeah, how come?
Gross.
I think maybe you should invent that, Scott.
I'm saving my eyelashes. All right, spy the lie, Val. Three items. One of them's a lie. An asparagus plant can last up to 25 years without replanting. The first flavor ever created by Ben and Jerry was Chunk of Chocolate. And gymnophobia is the fear of nudity.
I'm going to go with gymnophobia.
No, it actually is the fear of nudity. Any guess on the other two? Which one's the lie?
I know that my mother-in-law has had the same asparagus plants in her garden since I've known her, so I'm thinking that one's true. So then it has to be the Ben and Jerry's flavor.
Yeah, what do you think their first flavor was? Any idea?
You would think it'd be something more generic like chocolate or vanilla or
vanilla,
strawberry.
There you go. All right,
Okay.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Chunk of Chocolate was not the original.
And I guess I really should have known that just because I think, other than Neapolitan, chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry, I mean, you didn't, or maple nut, yeah. I mean, all these other flavors didn't come out.
Yeah.
Till even after we were born. So, yeah, I should have known that one.
Yeah, when we were kids, that's all you had, really, wasn't it? It was chocolate, vanilla, and that disgusting Neapolitan. Or maybe some orange sherbet.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I remember loving maple nut, so I know we had that too. I think as an option. So.
Average airspeed of this common pest, Val. This is one trivia question. Average airspeed of this common pest is 4.5 miles per hour.
Oh, common pest. So I'm going to go with some common pests. Mosquito.
No, ma'am.
Fly.
It is a house fly.
Oh, okay.
All right. You think we'd be able to kill them easier if that's all the faster they're traveling?
You would think.
Apparently, I'm blind in both eyes. Local ordinance in Atwoodville, Connecticut prohibits people from playing what game while waiting for a politician to speak? This sounds horrible.
Dodgeball.
No, apparently you could play dodgeball.
Was it a game you could even play before before smartphones?
It's a board game, but yeah, you would have it on a smartphone, so you could play it there. I can't picture playing a board game while standing outside waiting for a politician to speak. But I guess you could do it on your phone, and they do have a phone app for it. But old time board game is your hint there.
Old time. Can we go with badminton?
Let's see if
That's
it
an
works.
old time one.
Yeah, prohibits people from playing badminton while waiting for a politician to speak. That would be a good one, but that's not it.
Scrabble.
It is Scrabble. How'd you know? You said that like you didn't believe it.
Well, it was It was actually the very first thing that came to mind, and I didn't say my first gut instinct, but yeah.
Now, do you know why they picked Scrabble as something that people can't say? Sorry, I put something in your face.
Because you could spell all sorts of words that get
them in
show
trouble?
How you truly felt about them.
Yep. This kind of sums it up.
I know what you're doing. Your Scrabble mind games will not work on me.
See? They don't want you to be ready for it. All right, you finished the hole in the headline, Val. A man in Brazil attempts to rob a liquor store using a gun made out of Legos, rolled up magazines, his hand.
Well, his hand seems too obvious. I'm going to go with the Legos.
In Brazil, a man walked into a liquor store, formed his hand into a gun shape, and pointed it at the clerk.
What kind of news is that? People do that all. Idiots do that all the time.
Told him to empty the register, realizing the robber's head was the emptiest thing around, as Val says. The clerk simply walked outside and flagged down a car for help. Police captured the man while he was still wandering around the parking lot. Something shiny.
His head was the
Something
emptiest thing.
Something shiny. Something shiny. Something shiny. Oh, a nickel. Ooh, candy. Is that gum? This has turned into things Scott says outside the Quickie Mart. I'm not tall enough. Could you buy me some alcohol? All right, Val, can you name, this is a brain teaser, all right?
Uh-oh.
So take a big breath. I want you to be filled up all the way. Okay. Not saying that you're an airhead, okay? Just fill up all the way. All right. Can you name 3 consecutive days without using the words Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday?
3 consecutive days without doing that. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Yeah! 10 billion points. Good job.
Thanks.
Wow. All right, moving along this morning, celebrity birthdays. Val, would you roll out the ones for today?
I will. Stockard Channing, he was in Greece, is 80 years old.
That's a girl?
It's a girl. She was in Greece.
Sorry, Stockard.
Former Duke basketball coach Mike Krzyzewski.
Let's just call him Wilzinski.
Neil McDonough is. I'm having trouble with names today.
I gave him to you on purpose.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Mina Savari from American Beauty is 45, and celebrity offspring Prince Jackson is 27.
Is that Michael Jackson's kid?
I would assume, yeah.
All right, will you do It Happened Today because you gave me your coughs?
Uh-oh, okay. In 1635, the first public school in the U.S., Boston Latin School, was founded. That was 1635. We got to go a long ways back this time for what happened today.
Finally.
In 1866, Jesse James and his gang committed the first armed bank robbery in United States history during peacetime in Liberty, Missouri.
Hey, I got an idea.
In 2000, the last original Peanuts comic strip appeared in newspapers one day after Charles M. Schultz died.
Wow. Talk about an I'm done.
Yeah, no kidding. Mic drop.
Wow.
2004, the Harvard Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics announced the discovery of the universe's largest known diamond, white dwarf star BPM 37093. Astronomers named the star Lucy after the Beatles' song Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
So there's money up there?
I'd go for that. 2011, for the first time in more than 100 years, the Umatilla, an American Indian tribe, were about to hunt and harvest a bison just outside Yellowstone National Park, restoring a centuries-old tradition guaranteed by a treaty signed in 1855.
Okay.
All right, and they were able to, not they were about to, so... And in 2017, Harrison Ford was involved in a near miss while flying a plane at John Wayne Airport in Orange County, California. His fourth or fifth?
That one was his fourth, and he cut off an airplane coming down the tarmac.
And I wonder if they just pulled his license, because we don't hear about those anymore.
Or maybe after 4, you decide, maybe I shouldn't fly. And I had all sorts of Star Trek sound effects, but no Star Wars. I'm so bummed out because I have that one where he's talking to the Death Star. He's like, situation normal, everything okay. Here's what the guy flying the plane said, though.
From hell's heart, I stab at thee. For hate's sake, I spit my last breath at thee.
All right, it was con, but I'm sorry.
Close.
Right.
2019, NASA confirmed Mars Opportunity rover's mission had ended after 15 years due to a sandstorm damaging its communications. Lasted quite a long up there.
It did.
Don this morning said that he had the biggest crush on Stockard when Grease came out.
There you go. She was, what were the girls' name in the pink jackets? Pink ladies? I can't remember. I guess I have to go back and watch Grease.
I guess so.
But at least I knew Stockard Channing was a girl.
You did.
Hot girl.
You did. I am such an idiot when it comes to entertainers. I mean, half the time I can't even remember the name of the character they play. So.
Aww. All right, special events for today, the 13th of February. It's Dream Your Sweet Day.
Does that go back to the story about how they used to eat weird foods so they dream about who their sweetheart was going to be?
It does, all right.
Okay.
Ancient Chinese secret. All right, Extraterrestrial Culture Day. Did you know Mars is a planet totally inhabited by robots?
Oh.
It is. There's like 14 robots, and several of them are dead.
I was just waiting for E.T. to come, do a speech and tell us all about his culture today.
International Day of Self-Love.
Oh, baby.
I love me.
Love me.
I love me more.
I love me most.
All right, Pancake Day, because it's Mardi Gras Day. Break up with your phone carrier day. That's back in the days when you could switch long distance plans and stuff. So glad that went away. All right, Employee Legal Awareness Day.
Okay.
And then it's Galentine's Day. I forget what that was. It's a
That's
thing,
where
though.
especially if you don't have a sweetheart, but it's a day for you to go out with your best girlfriends as a woman. To go out with her best girlfriends.
Galentine's Day.
Galentine's Day.
I'd like to be a part of that.
So would Brad.
Yeah. May I join you for your Galentine's Day? Oh, so Brad wants to go out.
He would if there was a bunch of girls involved.
All right.
We are two wild and crazy guys.
All right, and if you're going to do that, it's Get a Different Name Day. You should probably, especially if you're married like Brad, should get a different name. All right, it's Kiss Day. It's practice for tomorrow. Cheddar Day. That's right. Crab Rangoon Day. Oh, I could get into that. Italian Food Day, Safer Internet Day, World Radio Day. No, just keep it right here. But I want this for lunch. It's Tortellini Day. Now, if I eat all that food, Val, how many calories will I burn in an hour of typing?
110.
That's more than doing the dishes.
It's more than some other things, too.
I heard I can burn calories while sleeping. No, that's not true. All right, so today is, if we move on to News and Nuggets, today is Galentine's Day, designated as February 13th for the ladies. It's been around since 2010 when Amy Poehler's Parks and Recreation character Leslie Knopp declared the fictional holiday her favorite day of the year. She explained at her Galentine's breakfast with friends that it's ladies celebrating ladies. It's like Lilith Fair minus the angst, plus...
Frittatas.
Thank you. I don't know.
Frittatas.
What are those?
Doughy goodness, I'm sure.
Oh, okay. Since then, women in real life have embraced the idea of gathering the day before Valentine's Day. I'm going out for lunch. That's all I know. I've got 24 hours.
All righty. Should we just pick another one on this, or do you want to go in order here?
I don't care. Pick one.
All right. Dunkin' tracksuits on eBay. Dunkin' Donuts has hit the jackpot with their collaboration with Ben Affleck as their merchandise flew off the shelves after his Super Bowl commercial. In the ad, Ben supported the iconic orange tracksuit along with Matt Damon and Tom Brady as they introduced their band, the Dunkings. The commercial clearly worked its magic as Dunkin' revealed that their new tracksuit sold out within just 19 minutes of being available on their website. The Dunkings bucket hat was also in high demand and is currently sold out. Everybody's thinking about Halloween next year or what? Now the track suits are being resold on sites like eBay for hundreds of dollars.
Missed the
To
boat.
please fans, Dunkin' is working on restocking the sold-out merchandise.
Oh, so don't pay hundreds of dollars on eBay is what they're saying.
Just chill. Wait a minute. They'll have some more.
I thought this one was kind of cool. TikTok videos excited the coupon clipping community. The video shows a coupon from 1983. Video posted by the It's Expired account begins with the creator displaying a Folgers coffee coupon, which is good for 30 cents off a can of coffee. Next, it's taken to a local supermarket to test its validity. Much to the creator's surprise, the cashier was able to scan the coupon, resulting in a satisfying beep from the register. Of course, it was only 30 cents.
Oh, yeah.
In addition to the coupon successful use, the video shows the creator making the coffee and pouring it into an old restored coffee cup that was found in an air duct. Funny thing is, it still tastes like Folgers.
God. I want to know if people really clip coupons anymore, though, because it seems like, there's an app for that. So do they even have coupons in the newspaper anymore?
Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah.
Okay.
It's because of the old people.
The ones most likely to use coupons.
Yes.
How about this one? Thousands of people have poured into the cobblestone streets of a northern Italian town, I think they left that out, to throw oranges at a makeshift monarchy, a tradition dating back more than 150 years. The Juicy Battle in Ivrea is part of the town's yearly carnival, which recreates a centuries-old revolt by commoners against the monarchy. The carnival ends tomorrow. I don't know if you can make it to Italy in time to enjoy that.
Man.
The orange fight has existed in one form or another since 1858. Huge crowds flock to the event annually, though the legend behind the actual insurrection is a bit murky. As the most commonly told story would have it, a 12th century miller's daughter fought back against an evil baron when he came to her on the eve of her wedding to exercise his rights.
Oh, wow.
A reference to medieval lords having the supposed right to have relations with women who were beneath them. Instead, the bride cut off the baron's head and paraded all over town, sparking the uprising.
Wow. That was grim. Thanks, Val.
Yeah. I'm just going to finish right there.
Tonight's Mega Million jackpot, $425 million.
Ooh.
Yeah. Right.
Ooh, that would be a really nice Valentine's Day
Wouldn't
gift.
it, though? All right, last story. An under-construction water park caught fire in Sweden. Videos circulating online show massive black smoke billowing from a flaming water slide, followed by a visible explosion that sends debris flying through the air. Authorities are still investigating the cause of the fire. I think it'd be better, though, if it was full of water and on fire.
Oh, yeah.
It's like if you could combine the two, what kind of amusement park is that?
Be like, going down slides of hot lava.
Yeah. Welcome to Slide or Die.
Oh.
All right. On that note, let's wrap up the show.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing.
Be afraid.
You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
That's right. Sit back and enjoy as we bring you the wonderful world of the wacky. We start off with the news attack. First sentence true, second sentence bad joke, and here comes Val.
A Connecticut church pastor was arrested on drug charges after police discovered crystal meth in his car. And here I thought the most addictive thing at church was a potluck.
And I threw you off, Val. News attacks on your cheat sheet, too.
Oh, I just saw the wacky but true on the cheat sheet.
No, they're both there. All right. Let's see. Study found that eating ultra-processed foods ups your risk of death by 14%. In other words, there's more danger to a hot dog than just choking. I think I already knew that, though.
I'm sorry, brother. There is no news attack on my cheat sheet.
All right. You just keep reading from where you're reading, and I'll read from where I'm reading.
Okay, sounds good. Joe Biden's 2024 campaign has made its debut on TikTok because nothing says, I'm in touch with the youth, like an 81-year-old doing dance challenges.
It's true. All right. Football's over, but fortunately for me, every Sunday's Nacho Sunday. Just saying.
I'm going to remind you again that Biden's 2024 campaign made its debut on TikTok. Dude, stick to the social media sites where the older crowd hangs out. Like Snapchat.
Huh? Am I supposed to be there?
At least what you say can't come back to haunt you then.
Mm-hmm. If you're going to use a public restroom stall, avoid the middle one because researchers say it probably gets used the most. Obviously, gives you double the number of people to ask for a few sheets. So I choose it.
I heard that a long time ago. I always choose the first stall ever since I heard that.
Okay.
The number of young adults living at home has continued to rise. Well, it's a heck of a lot easier to get along with your parents once you're old enough to realize that they were right about everything.
It's true. Maybe. All right. According to researchers, plants can count, make decisions, recognize their relatives, and remember events. I read this story. It was absolutely amazing that plants are smart. So if you forget to water your plants, probably a good idea to lock your bedroom door tonight.
There has been lots of, supposition and theories about whether trees talk to each other through their roots.
Ooh, yeah. It's true.
Yep. A study finds that climbing a tree is good for the brain.
Oh, really?
Unless, of course, you forget to wear a helmet.
And the last one here, Super Bowl set a record for Sunday for the most indigestion tablets sold later that night. Tums, please.
Oh, probably.
All right, let's go wacky but true. And just to give you a kind of heads up, ours might not match because apparently I made corrections on one sheet and forgot to send that one to you. But let's go.
And okay, I've got wacky but true on the sheet, though, if you,
yes,
whichever one you're going to go to.
Yep.
Okay.
And you start.
All right, we'll do that. Okay. 27-year-old tourist from Virginia found himself in a series of altercations during a night out in downtown Nashville. The incident occurred late Friday at popular venue Honky Tonk Central. Witnesses reported that Nathan Shiro, who was highly intoxicated, began pushing other patrons and starting fights. Security intervened and asked Shiro to leave, but that only escalated the situation. Police were called to the scene and they detained Shiro, but his troubles did not end there. The following evening, Shiro was arrested once again after attempting to steal money from a tip jar at a bar. After arguing with bar staff and refusing to leave, Shiro tried to abscond with the tip jar money. Fortunately, security managed to recover the stolen funds before Cheryl was able to leave. Outside, Cheryl continued to cause a disturbance and began arguing with security once more, prompting them to contact the police. Officers quickly recognized Cheryl from the previous night's incidents and took him into custody.
My vacation in Nashville is awesome. I hung out at the Honky Tonk Central, and I was arrested twice, 2 days in a row. Just one sound effect for this one.
Enjoy your hillbilly festival.
That's what you get. That's what you get for going to Nashville.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's see. I think you already covered that one, but I'll do it again. A Connecticut church pastor Herbert Irving Miller arrested on drug charges after state police discovered crystal meth in his car. Oh,
man.
Here we go.
Have you found Jesus yet, Doug?
I didn't know I was supposed to be looking for him, so.
Oops.
Police in China thought they were doing the right thing by taking on a young lost husky. Someone had found the lost dog and dropped it off the police station. When officers left the office unattended for a bit, the doctor chewed up files and made a big mess.
Oh. I wonder what kind of mess. I think I know. But I just want to see a picture of the cops cleaning it up. Okay, I'm sorry. Bizarre discovery was made at Boston Logan Airport last month when a U.S. Customs and Border Protection dog uncovered mummified monkeys in a traveler's luggage. A passenger returning from a visit to the Democratic Republic of Congo had reported that the luggage contained dried fish, but upon inspection, agents found the dead and dehydrated bodies of 4 monkeys. Traveler claimed he brought the monkeys for personal consumption.
Disgusting.
Transporting dead monkeys was banned in the U.S. due to the potential threat of diseases. So I have a monkey montage.
Group hug. Ooh. Do you mind if I kiss the monkey? Ooh, hairball.
Creepy little monkey. Will you stop following me?
And monkeys' brains, though popular in Cantonese cuisine, are not often to be found in Washington, D.C.
Is that what we ate?
What would you pick to eat first? I think we should decide now. Just so we're ready when the time comes.
Could be a monkey or a orangutan.
What? I eat when I'm upset, okay?
You
look like a monkey. And
you smell like
1, 2.
Thank you. Thank you.
At least it wasn't and you taste like 1, 2.
You look like a monkey and you taste like 1, 2. I like that.
Oh, boy. All right. 2 British police officers were caught on security watching television and working out at a woman's home during an emergency search for her. Abigail Lawton reported that she was disgusted by their behavior and experienced mental trauma and mistrust as a result. The incident occurred last month when concerns were raised about Lawton's welfare during a mental health crisis. Police in Manchester dispatched 2 officers to her home to wait for her return while a broader search was conducted. Lawton claims that previous callouts had involved officers waiting in their car after checking her home. Lawton's became aware of the officers' actions through a video app which showed them watching TV and using her weights. The officers arrived at around 10 p.m. and left at 1:30 a.m. Lawton was eventually found at 4 a.m.
What were they supposed to do? Well, they were waiting.
Why does she keep disappearing?
Well, last time they stayed in their car.
So I have so many questions about this. Do you just disappear on purpose? Do you have a little dementia? What's going on?
It sounds like she's working toward a lawsuit now because she was traumatized by the whole ordeal of seeing them in her house.
Oh, so she just kept doing it until somebody messed up.
Yeah. You are going to be totally blown away, though, when you find out the names of the cops. You ready?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Once again, I'm on. I'm France, and we just want to pump you up. All right.
By the way, your treadmill's awesome.
Oh.
It's awesome.
When they asked her to get Netflix, though, because...
Oh. All right, next one. That's me, isn't it? In a daring crime that has left authorities baffled, a gang of 30 thieves took a huge risk by stealing an astounding 1,000 pounds of chicken in Cuba. Thieves raided a state-owned facility and managed to make off with the stolen chicken, 1,660 boxes of the poultry. The motive behind the unusual heist, the gang planned to sell the stolen chicken on the streets in order to fund their extravagant desires for luxury items. The investigation continues. And in honor of these clucks, I've got a chicken montage.
Would you like some chicken? I've got more.
Hey, guess who's here? What are we serving tonight? Chicken or chicken?
What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken?
I gave my love a chicken. It had no bone. Chicken.
Chicken.
Tastes like chicken.
I know.
But let me just quote the late, great Colonel Sanders, who said, "I'm too drunk to taste this chicken."
Actually, in reality, I am Super Chicken.
That's it.
And I think this might be the last story, I believe.
It is.
A Florida couple is behind bars after police said they attempted an armed robbery at a Cape Coral Lowe's hardware store on Sunday while wearing matching Cookie Monster pajamas. According to the Cape Coral Police Department, Charlie Perez, 22, and Helena Sepulveda, 19, went into a Lowe's hardware store on Sunday wearing matching Cookie Monster pajama bottoms and tried to leave the store without paying for several items. When the pair were approached by the store's loss prevention team, police said the man revealed a gun in his waistband, made threats, and then left the store. Police canvassed the area at the time, but were not able to catch the couple right then.
You know, I can't believe somebody in Cookie Monster pajamas would have a gun in the waistband. It's just going to fall right through.
You would think. Unless they were really tight.
Well, and then Cookie Monster pajamas, that sounds fun.
Cookie.
Why would you do... Oh, that's horrible. Let's listen to this.
Oh, no, that's the old Keebler's place. Let's just back away slowly.
Put that cookie down now.
I'm in pajamas, pajamas, pajamas all day. Pajamas, pajamas, pajamas all day.
Hot mama jamma, I jam in my pajamas. I put on my pajamas and then I go banana. I'm a hot mama jamma, I jam in my pajamas. I put on my pajamas and then I go banana.
I'm in pajamas, pajamas, pajamas all day.
What a perfect way to end the show. There you go. Big round of applause for my sister,
Stay in my
Val.
pajamas all day now.
I love doing that. It was worse yesterday. It was house code all day. How about maybe a smoking jacket?
I was going to say smoking jacket.
Smoking
jacket with a pipe.
Yes. All right. I am off tomorrow, and you will get to experience the fun of Chuck Ritchie, Sharon Ludwig, and Levon Ellis. And then back on Thursday for Three Amigos Thursday. So hope you will keep it right here and keep listening to Northern Lights Public Radio. Any words of wisdom, Val?
Be kind to one another.
All right. And don't forget tomorrow's Valentine's Day, right?
If your spouse or significant other is, serious about the holiday and you want to stay a spouse or significant other, then maybe you should pay attention that tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, don't forget. Other than that, we want you to have a great day. Keep on listening to 102.7 FM KCHW. Take care.
Wow! 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 All I can say is wow!
I know what you're doing. Your Scrabble mind games will not work on me.
This concludes the broadcast from World Control.
You're listening to Northern Lights.